The Madame Koi Koi folklore is back, this time with Miss Kanyin or Miss Koyin. I mean, there are both pronunciations in the movie. I guess I'll go with Miss Koyin. Yep, this one is on Prime Video. It has been directed by Ossai and produced by Nemsia Films. So it's based around the folklore of Madame Koi Koi. For those who don't know about it, it's a very popular folklore in Nigeria, where in hostels, the spirit of this woman would appear wearing red high heels and she would haunt the students. And that's where the name Koi Koi comes from. It comes from the sound of the heels. It goes Koi Koi. I find that pretty creative. Anyway, they're talking about the movie. It starts in colonial Nigeria in the 19th century, where we learn about this cursed tree. And within 2 minutes of the movie, you have your first bloody spectacle. And I'm like, yeah, this is what I came for. And right after that, there is a transition to establish that it is that very spot where this present day school and hostel have been built, and that transition is also really beautiful. And then talking about the present day, we have Miss Koyi, who teaches French in the school, and we can say that she wants more from life, even though she's respected and all of that. And on the other hand, there are these students. So the depiction of the school is very relatable. It's the drama in the school was very nice. The banter, the bullying, the friendship, the power dynamics, everything was on point. And then later on, things go for a toss when Amara, who is a bright and desperate student, given the circumstances, she thinks of, how do I put it, of going ahead and doing something mischievous. And then from there, things go for a toss. Overall, the pacing of the film is good. The scares are real. There is blood, and it is very thrilling too. But it is not without its share of negatives. I mean, the first half of the film, which is basically establishing the settings, establishing the cursed tree, and then the settings of the school, the teachers, the dynamics, everything. All of that was pretty good, was nearly perfect for me. And then we come to this turning point where Amara and the friends are up to some mischief. But once that turning point comes, things start to, let me just say, wobble. I mean, it's not a nosedive, but then it does start to decline for sure, especially the sequence of events at the turning point. When they're all up to some mischief, the sequence of events somehow don't add up. There are a lot of questionable decisions there. And I'll just leave it at that because I'm not trying to give spoilers. And then once the spirit of Madame Koi Koi gets released, I don't know if that's the right thing to say. Does the spirit get released? Let me just say gets unleashed. So once the spirit of Madame Koi Koi gets unleashed, the rest of the film has sort of a deja vu. It feels like a Slayer film from then on in terms of the plot points and how it plays out. That's a contrast as opposed to the freshness that the first half of the film has. But then that is not to say that it does not hit the mark, because it is still scary and it does what it sets out to do. Technically, the jump scares are pretty good. Props to the editing and the music. Both are on point. The cinematography, the art direction deserves a special mention. All of that beautifully supports the storytelling really well. The CGI is, I'll just say, barely passable. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad as well. It's not offensive. Let me just put it that way. Moving on to performances. Michelle Dede as Miss Queen was a brilliant performance, both as the teacher first and later on as the spirit. She played her part to the T. She looks really pretty as well. Temi Otedola as Amara was another noteworthy performance. She had quite a central role, and somehow she reminded me of her role in Citation. And even there she had to speak French, so I guess, yeah, there is something about showing her and making her speak French, I guess. Toluwani George as Chisom, mm, let me just say that she was not the best. I really enjoyed Ademola Adedoyin and Kalu Ikeagwu. Okay, those are two difficult names, but they're really a pleasure to watch on screen. Both really good actors, both have done their roles pretty well. In conclusion, I'd say that this is probably my favorite Nollywood horror movie. Yeah. Uh, and there's another Madame Koi Koi movie which is on Netflix, which I reviewed earlier. You can check it somewhere here. Yeah. I mean, I hated that movie. So if you're comparing the two, this is a clear winner. Sure, this film definitely has its downfalls, but with the horror, with the blood, it does what it sets out to do. I would highly recommend this film if you're into the horror genre. Do check it out. It's on Prime Video. And if you've seen the movie, do let me know what you thought about the movie. And if you agree with me or not, I look forward to your comments. Do like, share, subscribe. So next time, this is me, Nolly Goodfellow, saying adios.